Hello and welcome to lesson 5 of Just Java. Now there's a lot going on in this lesson, so I've got quite a bit to explain. So first thing you might notice over here by looking at the design view, you can notice that there is no longer an order summary section, and I'll get to that in a second. But the first thing I'd like to point out here in this in my in my XML is that we have this new view called an edit text view, which allows you to edit the text and enter your name into the app so that when you order coffee, it'll tell them your name. And then we can also see that we have these checkbox views, which basically we have it for, hey, do you want whipped cream? Do you want chocolate? And you can check them if you want whipped cream or chocolate into your coffee, which does increase the price. So if we go over to the main activity.java, we can see if we go to our calculate price, you can now see it's checking if the whipped cream is checked or if the chocolate is checked. It's adding that extra price to the coffee. And the next big change is where did that order summary go? So basically, now in our create order summary method, it returns a string of everything that we needed. It even returns if we have the whipped cream or chocolate checked. And we now have in the submit order method, it sends something called an intent, which will say like it goes to the phone and it'll look for the mail app, and then it'll open up the mail app and it'll automatically create an email with your order summary inside of it. So if we open up the app, you can see I can type in my name up here. I can say, oh, I want whipped cream and chocolate today. Say I want 3 coffees, and then I click order. Takes us right to the mail app. And as you can see, our order summary is now here inside of the Gmail app, which is pretty cool because that way the coffee place can actually receive the order. All right, now the next big thing that we have going on within lesson 5 is if we come over to this strings.xml, you can see all of our strings that we use for these buttons and text views. They're actually stored here, which makes it easy for us to localize our app in Spanish or different languages. As you can see, I have my app translated to Spanish so that if your device settings are in Spanish, then the app will also appear in Spanish. Even the intent works perfectly fine within Spanish. As you can see, it's using the get string order summary subject, which is one of the keys. Order summary subject, which it'll change it between Spanish and English depending on which language your device is in. So yeah, those keys basically will just make it really easy. So if we open up here, I can close out of that, and I can go and switch my language to Spanish, which I already have prepared. So there we go. Now my device is in Spanish. And so if we go to our home menu, I have my app here. As you can see, the title is already in Spanish, and I can open it up and everything has been translated. And if I were to type my name, say I want some whipped cream and chocolate, want 3 coffees, I can click the order button, and the email here is in Spanish. And just like all of our other lessons, we can head on over to Get Kraken and see that everything I have committed is here. My lesson 5 branch, main and development is all here. I've already merged lesson 5 into development and main, which the development branch is for catching any last problems before my app gets pushed out to the users. And then the lesson 5 is where we do all our work in case there's any big problems that they're not being pushed out to users. And it's very useful for something happens to our computer, if something gets all deleted or something goes horribly wrong, all of our data is on the internet, and we can just download it or backtrack a little bit to uh, whatever commit we need to go to. We can even check out some of these commits, see what we changed. We can look at added the enter name, edit text view, and made toppings change the price. We can open this up, look at the main activity.java. Looks like we checked, so this is where we made the toppings change the price. We can actually see this in this bit of code that's green because we added it. We can see it's checking if it's checked, it'll add the price, or if the checklist's checked, it'll add the price. In the activity main.xml, it looks like we added the edit text view, which is what it says, added the enter name edit text view, which is exactly what it says. It's all here. It's perfect. And we can come over to GitHub and see all this stuff is here. I've got my lesson 5 branch checked out. We can go to can open up our app, source, main, res, layout, and see our activity main.xml is here. Everything's here on the internet. It's very useful for keeping things safe. So thank you for watching the lesson 5 Just Java update.